Whether you're looking to start a new hobby or you're just wanting to spice up your weekend plans, this next place will blow you away. On this week's Texas To-Do List, I'm trying my hand at the art of glass blowing at Dallas Glass Art, located in, you guessed it, Dallas.
My name is Carlin Ray, and I started Dallas Glass Art with the idea that glass blowing changed my world. The process of it is beautiful, so it's really a joy for me to share it with the public.
Glass blowing classes are open to ages 6 and up, and fortunately don't require any experience or artistic ability.
Our group events in private classes usually are between 1 and 2 hours long. My personal favorite class that we offer are our private lessons because it's you, the instructor, and the material. You choose your music, you can bring in food and make it your own personal party, and you can make as many pieces as you can within a designated time frame. We also have public classes if you're just like, I want to see how I like glass blowing, and then a lot of people then further dive into the private lessons.
The public class vary in sizes between 12 to 20 people depending on what's being made. Here's a little insider's tip. If you choose to make beer, wine, or whiskey glasses, a little bonus treat is included.
Those come with a little token where you can cash it in for a free drink at Community Beer. When you pick up your glasses from here, you can take it and they will fill up your glasses with the beverage. So it makes it a really fun event that keeps cheersing.
The option for what can be made is based off of which package you book.
Some of my favorite things to make are our bowls, because you blow up a sphere and you're actually, and it sucks in and it creates what we call a bubble bowl. Vases are beautiful because I like the functionality of it. Christmas ornaments are just fun because around the season, also seasonal, are pumpkins. And of course, the drinking glasses.
Once you finish your glass art, it starts the process of cooling. This will take a few days, so you'll need to come back to collect your work.
When you make your piece, it has to go into the oven to cool down, and it's not actually available until it cools down overnight, and then we make sure that it sits flat and it's all nice and pretty, and we bag it up for you. As glass cools, it shrinks. And if it shrinks too quickly, it'll explode and break. So we have to cool down very slowly. Science comes alive in our studio.
I am here with Guillermo, one of the instructors for Dallas Glass Art, right?
Correct, yes, lead instructor, yeah.
So tell me, how do we start?
So to get started today, we first have to think about what items we want to make, right? And so I think we talked about we're going to do a really quick flower with you,
yes,
right? And secondary, we need to think about the colors. So with this color choices, we do have frit available. All of our frit is going to be glass that's been mixed with different metals and metal oxide. What were you thinking for the stem of your flower, Gabby? And then what were you thinking for the floret of your flower?
I'm going to go for, you know what, I'm going to choose a Texas To-Do List kind of color. Yeah. It's very Americana. I'm going to choose blue stem, red flower.
Perfect, nice. Now, as we get started here in a second, I'll be doing the gathering for you on a stainless steel pipe. Now, stainless steel is one of the safest metals to use as it's a poor conductor of heat.
Okay.
When I gather for you, if you want to watch this part, you're going to use me like a shield. You ready?
I plan to use you like a shield for this entire thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, I will talk about these pipes really quickly. So this stainless steel, again, poor conductor, just simply meaning the heat stays contained kind of on the head of the pipe.
Sure.
So as long as you grab behind my hand or away from the glass, you're going to be as safe as possible.
Okay.
Now to watch me gather, Gabby, you're going to step right behind my shoulder here, use me like a shield, looking over to the right a little bit.
Okay.
Now I'll do this for you. I'm going to gather by spooling up just like honey inside of our furnace.
It's so hot.
I'll enter in. If you look for the reflection of the pipe head, it's going to be a little bit deeper than you think. I touch that reflection and begin to rotate to control. I'll bring it on out. And then I'm going to cool off the pipe for you on our little water fountain over here. This is just room temperature water. But you will notice as I start to cool off the pipe, the closer I get to the glass, the more steam you're going to see kicking up. Again, that's the do not touch zone up there.
All right.
Here, I'll present the glass to you. Again, glass to the left. So I'm going to have you take the pipe behind me, spinning with your fingertips. The key to the color, we're going to do that blue stem. So you're going to come over the frit. You're going to pause the spinning and press into the color with a good bit of pressure. Lift, turn the pipe, press back in, all the way around. So we're thinking about this kind of like sprinkles. I'm going to have you go a couple times to really force as much of that color on there. Very nice. And then we're going to melt in the frit in our reheating chamber. So keep on spinning.
Okay.
You're going to follow me this way. Right over here. You're going to bring the pipe over to this little stand where you're going to set the pipe down first.
Okay.
Both hands are going to go to the very back of the pipe for me, Gabby, and then continue to rotate right past those doors Just right about here is perfect.
Okay, and keep rotating.
Always spinning, yes. You're gonna notice the hotter the glass gets, the more it's gonna act like a liquid, and actually the faster you're gonna have to rotate to keep it controlled.
So tell me, why do you have to consistently rotate?
So glass is very much a rotary technique material. Thinking just like ceramic artists using a centering wheel, going vertical, we're doing the same thing horizontally.
Okay.
If you stop spinning as the glass gets hotter, it's gonna wanna start to drip down due to gravity. So by rotating, you're keeping and managing that control. You can already see how that frit has really started to melt it into that clear. We're gonna work on shaping the material here in a second. We're gonna come on over here to this table and I'll kind of show you how we do that.
Do I take this out?
Keep it spinning, we're gonna exit.
Okay.
Your left hand's gonna follow mine all the way up here.
Okay.
Keep on rotating, we're gonna press the glass against the table. So this is a Marver table, we're gonna use it to shape the material. As you bring it down nice and horizontal, rotate from the left to the right. We're starting to create a little bit more of a cylinder shape. Very nice.
There we go.
And then as we do this, you're gonna feel the glass starting to set up, it's starting to solidify
It's
as it
fast.
cools. Yes, very quickly. We only have about 30 to 40 seconds of working time before the glass cools down too fast. I'm gonna gather some more clear around this, encasing it with that next layer, that reflection in the surface level a little bit easier. So I look for that reflection way back there. I'll touch it, start to spin to spool it up. And so this chamber currently is holding about 400 to 500 pounds of molten liquid glass. We call this chamber the heart of our studio because we never turn it off. And again, you can see that we've doubled up the size. This fresh gather, because it's so hot, as we start to add the red to it, we're thinking about the difference between the stem and the floret. So we're only gonna touch the glass to the face of the piece. So again, I'll cool it down, hand it off to you, go straight to the red here in a second.
All right.
So keep on spinning.
Keep rotating, and then I go
Yep,
over here.
straight over to that red color again. Bring it up to that high angle, press down lightly, lift, turn, and press all the way around a couple times. You're gonna see that the glass is gonna start to spread open a little wider, and then we're gonna melt it in. So bring it back horizontal, keep on spinning. Head over here to that chamber just like before. Pipe down first.
This one?
Correct. Hands to the very, very back of the pipe, and then we're gonna glide it right past those doors and rotate. Excellent. As we manage it, no, that's great, perfect, just a nice texture, excellent. Now here, this is where you can start to grab the flower edge and pull back lightly. There you go.
Oh, I can feel that heat.
How's your hand doing? Is it okay?
Oh yeah, no, it's great.
Excellent. And now that we've gone around, this is where together start to grab the edge and then pull to the right. So pinch and pull. And yep. And then as we do this, we want this flower to open up nice and wide. So we're gonna keep on doing this as a team. And again, you'll see the longer that it gets, the more that gravity is gonna take over. So grab the edge, kind of really tug it to the right, let it fall a little bit. One more time, different spot. You're good. That's great. Pull, 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 let it fall. And then last time here, go ahead, grab it and really, really pull. Excellent, and let it fall. Now set those tweezers down for me. You're gonna grab the pipe with both hands right behind mine back here.
Okay.
In order to curl the stem, we're gonna utilize this fresh heat. I'm gonna pull out that stem just a little bit more. I'll bring the flower up, start to twist the pipe,
Okay.
and that curls the stem.
Ooh, look at that.
Very nice. You can probably already feel the flower starting to set up. It's starting to get really rigid as it cools.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna think about separating it. I'm gonna have you release the pipe for me. As I present it to you, you're gonna hit the pipe with a nice little flick of the wrist.
All right.
Perfect.
Ah.
And then where the glass broke, it's still sharp. So I'll take this oxygen and propane torch to melt really quickly. This is the hottest thing we have in the studio, closer to 3,000 or 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's instantly liquefying that broken little edge. You're gonna notice the colors are a little deceptive. The blue, as it cools down, is already brightening up really nicely. The red is gonna have this kind of dark brown color, this maroon tone, but it's gonna cool and brighten up much nicer in our oven. Very good job. I have to take the piece and then send it away into our annealers.
My hope is, when people walk in and say, oh, what a beautiful glass piece, they feel what I feel of, I made that. Like your heart expands. Creativity is from the heart. So it's really a joy for me to make pieces that people are proud of.
For the Texas To-Do List, I'm Gabby Brewster.